Hey gang, John Cantera, the Double Broker Bounty Hunter with you. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about freight guards. I've been very busy lately dealing with freight guards that have been coming across my desk. Uh, Got to say, in a couple of cases, carriers have been guilty of what they're accused of. But the big question then becomes, does it warrant a freight guard? Is there another way to resolve the issue so that the carrier atones for the mistake? And in 90% of the cases, yes, there is something that can be done. So if you have a freight guard or are dealing with a freight guard situation, there are ways to help deal with it. You are not alone, nor are you out of options. I want to take this opportunity to bring this up because yesterday I recorded a show with the Logistics Lounge, specifically dealing with freight guards. It will air on Wednesday, the 19th of June at approximately 3:30 p.m. on the Logistics Lounge YouTube channel. Feel free to check that out. The guests were an attorney, Dan Artayev of Artayev at Law. He is a very well-known freight guard fighter, and he has a lot of interesting stories and approaches in dealing with freight guards. Compared to somebody like me, I'm not an attorney. I fight freight guards a lot, but I'm not an attorney. So, hey, I'm cheaper than he is. But at the same token, being an attorney, he has a much larger array of weaponry at his disposal when it comes to dealing with brokers who refuse to acknowledge that they may be persecuting an innocent carrier. So I have enlisted his help before, and today actually, and it turned out to be very beneficial. This guy is fantastic. So I highly recommend people try reaching out to him. Also on that episode is Bill Robinson, who's the VP of Wellington Logistics out of Canada. Bill is exceptionally active in LinkedIn, in the different transportation groups. He has written a bunch of articles dealing with the transportation industry, and he's not just well versed in the Canadian side of the industry, but also in the American side of the industry. So his input on the freight guards is definitely valuable. I highly recommend you guys check out the Logistics Lounge next Wednesday. That's June 19th at 3:30 p.m. I know that I am also recording a show for them that'll air on June 20th, where the guest on that show is Truck Stop. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of good conversation about that, but we'll be posting more about that conversation tomorrow. To get back to what I was utilizing Dan Artayev for, I had a specific case. It wasn't exactly a freight guard. A lot of us talk about doing work on removing freight guards, but it's more about reputation management. So it's not just freight guards, but also the watchdog reports that TIA sponsor, the different kind of posted reports that go out on Highway or My Carrier Portal. We do deal with those kinds of issues. And I was having a particularly difficult time with an accused double broker event. And it took about a month to finally get it resolved. And unfortunately, it took involving this attorney in order to get it resolved, despite the stack of evidence that we had proving that the allegation was 1,000% false. But I am very happy to report that the situation has been rectified, and the carrier is finally able to get on with their life despite an MCP report. Now, a lot of people wonder, well, MCP reports can't be as bad as freight guards. And to an extent, you're right. But any dispatcher or carrier who operates on the spot market will tell you that a very large number of brokers operating on the spot market utilize MCP for carrier screening. And if they do that, they will see that this report. It's like roughly 75 to 80% of the brokers out there have a carrier 411 account. So with that carrier 411 account, if there's a carrier has a freight guard on there, they're going to see it. Well, you don't have to utilize MCP for your setups in order to have an MCP account and see those reports. So a lot of brokers still see the reports. So if you have any issues, not just with freight guards, but with MCP reports, watchdog reports, reports on highway that are causing problems for you, reach out to somebody like myself or Dan Arteev at Arteev at Law, and we can definitely work hard to get that managed for you. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always email me direct at jcantera@vigilanttransport.com. As always, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Double Broker Bounty Hunters, and check out our website at vigilanttransport.com. We'll be able to help you in any way that we can with any issue you may have. You can also check out our new webinar that is currently available. I don't have any open seats for any sessions just yet. I've got a couple edits I'm working on, but as soon as I have those edits complete, we will start advertising the webinar seats again, and they will be advertised on our website. So feel free to check that out as well. Folks, take care of yourselves and stay safe.